I am doing a European mount on this buck I killed a couple weeks ago, and there's a little bit more work that's got to be done in the back. It had a hard time getting it completely underwater, and as you boil the skull, yeah, that makes a big difference. So that's my probably main thing I got to get done today, my primary objective. I'm gonna turn the hose on. Tell me when the very tippy top of that is underwater, okay?
Stop!
They started putting these timers on turkey fryers, and under no circumstance should they ever be modified or altered in any way. There are a couple little wires in here that you could tweak. I don't know how to go about doing that. I've watched a few videos, but I'm not worried about it today. You know what? Today, we're just gonna rock and roll. Every 10 minutes or whatever, we're gonna have to come back in and fix that up. Fire! And now while we wait for that water to warm up, it's going to take quite a bit of time for it to get to the temperature that it needs to be at, and then a couple more hours from there to kind of more of this process, I guess. It's going to be some time. That's okay. In the meantime, we're going to take care of the animals, get them out. Rope on my chicken tractor broke, so big old thing here has been parked for a minute. But that's okay, because I have ideas on how to improve this thing, and we'll have to get to that at another point. My Homestead pro tip to you this morning is your turkey carcass that's left over after Thanksgiving, after you've got all the carving done and everything, feed it to the chickens. Nobody loves chicken more than chicken.
She hasn't quite learned to stick up for herself yet, so she's special and gets fed away from everyone.
One hour later, and we are making progress. Slow and steady. It's not a rush, it's not a race. Slow and steady. That stupid little timer, though, is probably one of the worst, I don't know, safety features. And I'm sure there's a point. If you're cooking a turkey, you need to be sitting there watching it and not letting the oil. It's ridiculous. Like, the fact that every 10 to 12 to 15 minutes you have to come over here and twist that little thing to make this thing stay on. And then now, probably because I've been messing around with it, it's a little finicky. If you bump it too hard, it's very frustrating. And, you know, put it up there with like the new gas can spouts that nobody likes. I can't stand those things. It's just like, seems like we try to do stuff more and more to help, and it doesn't actually help. I can't stand that little timer. Can't stand it at all. All right, we're a couple hours into it. I'm tired of refilling the water, so let's give it a go. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're going to try. Well, why not? pocket knife and a pair of forceps. Just getting all the tissue off of this, and I think I've got it about as good as I'm going to get it. Now, something that did happen while I was pressure washing, and I've heard this can happen, is these little tender, delicate nose bone pieces fell off. So I am trying to size these up best I can. I have my handy dandy super glue here. We're going to get that done somehow, some way. We're going to figure out how this goes back in there, and we'll be good to go. I'm going to give that glue a few minutes to set up, then we're going to wrap the antlers, then back into the water, a new batch of water for whitening. I'll link the video that I'm using for reference because this is the first time I've ever done this, so fingers crossed. But if you want to, I'll link the video. If you want to check it out yourself, the video I'm referencing, it'll be in the description. Back to my wonderful little timer thing here. Love it so much. And now we wait some more. Keep checking the timer. Every time today, that's what I've been fighting with. Every time. While that pot is doing what it's doing, we're gonna go back here. Megan says she's going hunting in the morning. This will be her first time going. I want her to go. So we're gonna go back here and freshen up, take our stuff down to her hunting blind, and ooh, yeah. Hope she goes. Be excited. Hope the goats think they're coming along. Goats. So just about every day you can come out here and see a squirrel sitting on that little crook of that tree eating walnut shells, and he has left quite I don't know, I guess evidence of his being here. That's a lot of nuts. I think we're finally up to temp. I am going to add some peroxide. Now, a lot of people use different things. I'm just using straight up peroxide. I have concerns. I'm a little worried that my wrap job on the antlers didn't do good enough. I don't have another way to do it, because if I'm going to suspend this thing in there at the right depth to get the entire skull submerged, then I don't know. So fingers crossed, and we're going to see how this goes. Megan says, why don't you just take the lid off? And I hate that she's always right. Yep, good enough.
I don't know why he ever questions me, because like he said, I'm all...
We are 30 minutes in. I've been checking it, and I don't know. I feel like 30 minutes ought to be good enough. It's as good as it's going to get. Let's see what it looks like.
Oh! That's white.
It whitened up a little bit. You know what? I'm happy. Let's do our best to spray this down without absolutely destroying it. All right, cool.
I guess. And,
yeah, I could do the same thing.
I'm talking about the... Is there two lined up?
All right, here we go. Show the light. That, well, I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. And I don't know if it's the first time I've ever done it. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. I'm sure over time I will continue to improve at this, because hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to be the last one I do. Now, my wife is going hunting tomorrow. Well, let's see what she brings back, because she just wants to put meat in the freezer, but she's watched me clean this up, and she's said now, it's like, I think I I think I kind of want one of my own. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. But I am happy. I'll get a better picture, a shot of that tomorrow in the daylight, because we are out of daylight for today, and that's okay. It's been kind of a haphazard day today, just doing stuff around the farm, but I do appreciate you coming along here with me. Stop putting timers. If you're a turkey manufacturer, turkey fryer manufacturer, stop putting timers on those things, guys. We don't need them. Nobody wants them. Don't do it. My name's Reagan. This is the GWP Homestead. Y'all be safe. See you soon.